Hi, my name is Marcel Medina from Spirent Communications. I'm a product manager at Spirent. We're here in the NBASE-T Booth Alliance for Interop here in Las Vegas. So today I'm going to be talking about four different Spirent products that we've got here in the booth. I'll begin by actually starting about a BASE-T noise generator that we've got here. So over here is our Spirent BASE-T noise generator. And what I've actually got up here is the ability to do impulse noise, RFI noise, electromagnetic interference. These are all different noise types that exist in a lab environment or an enterprise environment. This product also has the ability to do noises that are based on crosstalk. Now, with the various Cat 5e and Cat 6 cables that are in the industry, there is plenty of noise that happens when you're actually running this BASE-T traffic on adjacent cables. And so what ends up happening is that these cables are actually unfriendly to each other. So with that, this product will actually simulate those behaviors that you can then apply onto the victim cable. So the first part of the software that I'm going to show you is an actual tool that actually does these alien impulsive type noises. And those noises are, so here you can see on my screen what I have happens to be an incandescent light bulb. But when you actually get this product, the product will actually have an entire series of measured real world noises, like from halogen lights, compact fluorescent lights. It's got about 30 or 40 noises that come with the tool. So this happens to be an incandescent light measured signal that we have captured. And you can see that this is one pulse. But what I can actually do here is I can actually go ahead and modify that. So in one scenario, what I'm going to do is actually create 3 of those, and I'm going to prepare that sample. And now you can see that I've got 3 of those noise profiles here on the screen. On top of that, you can actually also do custom arbitrary impulse noises, and I'll go ahead and show you some of those. And in that scenario, you would go into a directory here where you've got a single impulse noise event, and this just happens to be a noise that you can then specify, an impulse noise that you can specify the duration of that noise. Very useful for testing impulse noise protection. The second piece of software that actually comes with this tool is the Crosstalk NextFX noise creation tool for making various disturber types based on the traffic that you're running on those adjacent Ethernet cables. So in this scenario, I have 20 2.5 G BASE-T interferers. I've got one 5 gig, and I've got 15 10 gig. And together, this noise environment that you have, you can actually show the spectra, and that's what I'm actually showing up here. That's the combined NextFX noise that is derived from all these adjacent disturbers. And from that, we can then take the product and inject that directly into your victim Ethernet cable to simulate that behavior over various distances, depending on how the user decides to apply these various noise files. Today I'd like to introduce to you 2 new products that we've got here at this show at the NBASE-T Interop event. This is actually 2 different modules. Very first module that I have here is our Power over Ethernet test module. And then the second module that you see here is a 16-port multi-gig 10 G BASE-T, 5 G BASE-T, 2.5 G BASE-T, 1 G BASE-T, and 100 meg test module that generates and analyzes layer 2 through 4 traffic. So the very first module is a Power over Ethernet PD device. So it's a powered device. So it will be accepting a Cat 5e or Cat 6 cable from say an enterprise switch that is supplying the power, so the PSE. And within this PD module, it will be able to test all the classifications that exist for PoE. It'll do all the handshaking, plus it'll do various load conditions to actually test how the ability of the PSC's behavior in extreme wattage scenarios and shorts and opens, just to see how the behavior acts in that type of an environment. Once you are actually connected to that module, we have another port next to it where you can actually connect that into our generator analyzer product that runs the various speeds. So in that scenario, you can go ahead and generate and analyze traffic while receiving power from the PoE test module. Over here, we actually have a Wi-Fi tester module, and as well, we've also got a 16-port BASE-T multi-gig, 10 gig, 5 GBASE-T, 2.5 GBASE-T, 1 GBASE-T, and 100 meg to do our generation and analysis of our traffic. So what we're actually doing is we're in a relatively large environment here where we're actually connected. If we look at the wired ports, we're connected to several different switches here from Cisco and from Microsemi. We're also connected through a NIC from Intel. What we're doing is we're generating all layer 2, 3, 4 traffic through this entire network and interoperating and testing to see how the overall performance of the setup that we've got. We're also doing the Wi-Fi access point testing, and you can see we're doing that with where we're connecting up to an access point over here, an 802.11ac access point, and we're running several through this PD device that's over here connected as well, and it's then wired back through the BASE-T port back into our switch so we can analyze the entire traffic from the Wi-Fi access point back through the wired network into our test module. Thank you very much.